So this series gets a whole new meaning with the iPhone 11. You know why? If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and let's unbox the iPhone 11. Let's start with the iPhone 11 because that's going to be the most popular iPhone, I guess, for this year. The pricing is also pretty interesting for India. It's then the iPhone XR. So the iPhone 11 is the successor to the iPhone XR, which came out last year. And let's get rid of this plastic packaging out of the way. So this is the box in which it comes in. So this is the black variant of the iPhone 11. Wow, beautiful kind of a black, but not too black. It's like a kind of a space gray. Same screen as on the liquid retina display on the iPhone XR. So let's actually put this aside and check out the box contents. Some paperwork and some Apple stickers, and you get the wall charger, and you also get the lightning earphones, and also a kind of a standard type A USB to a lightning cable. So the beauty of the device is the design itself, and it's compact in the hand, and it's going to be replacing the iPhone XR, which also came in a lot of colors. And this time around with the iPhone 11, they've launched it in a new set of colors which were not there on the iPhone XR except for the product red. I really like this kind of the glossy finish on the back, and it's actually frosted glass near the lens for the two camera modules. So you have two 12MP cameras, one for wide angle and one for ultra wide angle. So, and you also have a front facing camera here, which is a 12MP camera on the front. Pretty interesting product. So it's powered by the all new Apple chip, the A13 Bionic, which is the same processor powering the iPhone 11, 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max. And in terms of the battery, you're going to be getting about 1 hour more than the iPhone XR's battery life, which was already impressive. It runs on iOS 13, which just came out for the iPhone. So you have a host of new features in the OS itself. And apart from that, the camera is one of the main pillars of the iPhone 11 story. So the main thing being it's got ultra wide capture, which is pretty interesting in terms of being able to capture from the same angle. You can capture more detail in terms of the width of the photo, and also video. Looking forward to actually trying out video 4K capture at higher FPS. And also you have the all new night mode, and the beauty is it's not a toggle which you can actually manually enable. It automatically kicks in the night. And Apple has done something interesting. It's not something like you would do in a DSLR. It's more about Apple capturing multiple photos where you put it in night mode, and the exposure time, I mean, it's not really the exposure time like in DSLRs, but it's taking multiple photos with various exposures and then combining it using AI and machine learning on the device. The computation happens on the device and merges it and gives you one photo. We saw some samples where even it could capture the photos, the sky, the stars in the sky as well are captured. Pretty impressive stuff. And they've also improved the audio. So they kind of showed it in the keynote as well. They have spatial audio on the because the speaker location has been changed. They're also doing some kind of software optimization for the audio coming out of the speaker, so you get a spatial audio feel. So this is probably going to be the hero iPhone this year because of mainly the price. So in terms of the price, it starts at about 64,000, but then after some bank discounts which are going to be coming up, if you actually pre-order an iPhone 11 now, you can get it with HDFC for about 58,000. So that difference between a US and India price is finally kind of coming down now, and hopefully we'll see these being made in India sometime soon. Already some of the accessories I just picked up. I think the charger on this phone, I mean the wall charger says made in India. Assembled in India, which is an interesting move. So we're going to be probably seeing this to be made in India in future, and that might probably even get us more attractive pricing due to kind of reduction in duties and all that. So overall, the iPhone 11, especially in all these colors, looks super attractive. I mean, the youth of today are going to be loving it mainly because of it's pocket friendly in terms of the price and also the size. So a very interesting product, and this is probably going to be selling in millions, and going to be the most popular iPhone this year in my opinion. And here we have the 11 Pro. So this is the 512 gig variant of the silver color. Open the case, and here we have it. Beautiful kind of the frosted glass on the back, and Apple is claiming it's one of the toughest glasses on a smartphone. So that's both on the iPhone 11 and the 11 Pro. And this is not as glossy. This is a matte finish, so it's frosted glass. Beautiful. You see up close, you can actually see the lens is much more clearer this time around on the because they are taking in more light. I think it's a different aperture, so you actually can see up close. You can see the lenses really nicely. So otherwise, this has this steel frame, really beautiful design, and same powerful internals. The A13 Bionic chip is what is driving it. It's also water and dust resistant, IP68 rated. Both the iPhone 11 and the 11 Pro are rated for that. So I think the iPhone 11 is only about 2 meters depth, and this you can go up to 4 meters deep in water. And they don't recommend taking it to a swimming pool, but then accidental spills, like say spilling over coffee or water or a little bit of rain, the phone is going to survive. So a word of caution, I mean, make sure you dry out the phone before you plug it into a charger once it gets wet. So it's not really waterproof fully, the ports need to be dried out before you actually charge it again. So the iPhone 11 Pro is getting set up, so let's put that aside. So let's take a look at the box contents. Some paperwork here, the same SIM card tool, the Apple stickers and all that. One interesting thing in the iPhone 11 Pro's box is the inclusion of an all-new fast charger. So Apple is finally including a fast charger, an 18-watt charger in the box, kind of a 5-volt 3 ampere or a 9-volt 2 ampere or a 5-volt kind of a 2.4 ampere rating. So very fast charging, and also a Type-C port. It's not a normal USB-C. It's not a normal USB, but a Type-C port you're seeing for the first time in an Apple charger for an iPhone. And you also get a Type-C to a Lightning cable. Probably they're going to be moving to a Type-C port in the future in an iPhone, maybe in the iPhone 12, but that's for next year. But for this year, you at least get a Type-C to a Lightning charger. So you also have a Lightning headphones in the box, so that's pretty much it. Beautiful design. It's got this frosted back finish, also a steel frame, as I said. So the display on the front is a 5.8-inch Super Retina XDR AMOLED display, which is very different compared to the experience you get on iPhone 11. Not to say that the iPhone 11 has a bad screen or anything, that's also a decent screen, but the iPhone 11 Pro's display kind of takes the iPhone XS Max's or XS display to a whole new level. Much higher brightness and really good color accuracy and all that. Contrast ratios all improved. Really great screen. And you also have this whole Face ID mechanism here. You have this kind of the notch for that, that's still there. So from the front, you can't really say if it's an iPhone XS or iPhone 11 Pro, but from the back you can definitely see the huge camera module on the back. This is probably the best feature on the iPhone 11 Pro. You have 3 cameras, one for wide angle capture, one for ultra wide angle capture, and also one for telephoto for zooming. And it's got a all new night mode. So the night mode, there's no separate mode for it. You automatically, the iPhone kicks into night mode when it's in a low light condition and gives you optimized photo for the setting. So there are some apps which are used by pro video filmmakers, including the app called Filmic Pro, which lets you capture multiple streams coming in from the cameras into a single kind of a footage. So you can get multiple streams of a footage captured on a phone. This is something really impressive. This is possible only in like high-end cameras till now, but it's this kind of thing. Technology is coming to phones now. You can actually export the footage and import it into Final Cut and actually make movies using your iPhone, which is pretty impressive. The iPhone 11 Pro promises more than 4 hours more battery life than the iPhone XS. So beautiful camera arrangement on the back. I mean, some people might call it's like a fidget spinner or something, but I'm not really concerned about the looks. I'm more concerned about the footage coming out. The quality of footage coming out of the iPhone 11 Pro's camera is something other, unlike something you've seen before on a phone. So looking forward to that. And the fast charging, finally we have fast charging and also a charger on the box. Previously you could use your Mac's charger or an iPad's fast charger to charge the iPhone, but now you're getting a fast charger in the box, and Apple is also stuck to the same pricing as the 10s. They haven't increased the prices for the 11 Pro, although it's a Pro tag. They've not revised the prices. So that's the iPhone 11 Pro, and I'm looking forward to actually using it and actually shooting more videos. So probably the next video episode of Wide Angle with VarunKrish will be probably shot with the iPhone 11 Pro's camera. So that's about it for the iPhone 11 Pro, but we're not done yet. There is one more product I'm excited about, and that is the all new Apple Watch Series 5. So this is the Series 5, kind of the stainless steel case, the gold edition, and it's a 44mm. I'm actually wearing the Series 4 44mm Nike watch. So this is the kind of the 44 Series 5. The one feature I was actually wanting on the Series 4 after using it for a year, I mean every Apple Watch or every Android device out there, very few have always on displays, these fitness devices, and a watch is something you actually look at all the time. I mean, you want to see your time, you want to see a notification coming in, you have to always kind of tilt your wrist and see it. And sometimes people can find it rude if you're actually peeking into your watch when you're actually with them. So Apple, I think has got a lot of feedback in terms of users wanting to see the information without having to kind of tap or turn the wrist. So the most welcome and most awaited feature on the Apple Watch Series 5 is an always on display. Open the flap here, and the flap here, you have the sports band, because this is a sport band edition which comes along with this watch. So you also get that. So this is the sports strap, which is in here. So let's put this aside. So this is the watch itself. So as you can see, this is the Apple Watch Series 5 gold stainless steel stone band. So the silver version of the watch we have here. So I'm sure that's going to be the red dot on the side for indicating the position of the antenna. And wow, so as you can see, the dial, I mean the main watch is here. You can see yes, it's sitting here. So let's actually get it out. Look at that. So Apple kind of packages products in a really interesting way. Imagine, I mean, a watch, I mean a smartwatch being packaged in this way. They're trying to bring that watch, I mean the Elite watch feel to a smartwatch, which is nice. So this is it. So you have the kind of the sensors on the back. Seems a little different from the one on the Series 4. And you have even the old bands are going to work. I mean, on the Watch 5, they've changed nothing in terms of the mechanics right from the previous watches. So let's put this aside for a bit. We'll set it up, install the bands and come back on that, but we'll also check out what else is here in the box. So you get the charger here, which is kind of the regular 5-volt charger, and you also get the kind of the cable for charging your watch. So the watch sits on top of this kind of the it's an inductive mechanism, so it's wireless charging in a way. So it's magnetic as well, so you kind of place it over here to charge the watch. So there's some other kind of material here as well, about like mainly reading material for setting up the watch using the watch app on the phone and all that. So the way you set up is actually you get a kind of a unique QR code on the watch face and you scan it with the phone. So for me, I've been using the Apple Watch for almost 2.5 years now. Since the Apple Watch Series 1, I remember picking up the Apple Watch Series 1, yes, in Hong Kong, and since then I've been using various generations of the Apple Watch. I mean, I don't really use the iPhone as much as the watch. The watch, even if I don't use the iPhone, I do continue to wear the watch, and keeps tracking all my activities. And the heart rate monitoring, especially if you're working out, is one of the best in the market. And I think I just can't, if somebody wants to do kind of activity tracking and doesn't want to invest in something like a Garmin fitness watch or something, Apple Watch is probably the smartwatch to get for most people. I mean, if you have an iPhone, great. There's something about being a new app store for the Apple Watch itself on the Watch OS 6. I'm looking forward to reading more about it, whether to see if you actually need an iPhone to set up the watch, but looks like it still is needed. So you can't really use a watch, Apple Watch, without an iPhone. But then once you set it up, you can still use it without an iPhone. It does connect over Wi-Fi to the cloud. But for me personally, I just love the fitness tracking feature on the Apple Watch and getting notifications. You can limit everything from the Apple Watch app on the iPhone. It's for me one of the best, or probably the best fitness device for most people. It's like very kind of intuitive and very simple to use, not very complicated. The only downside is you need to charge it probably once a day, or sometimes once in 2 days. But that's with most smartwatches, especially even Android Wear has the same problem. So the beauty with the Apple Watch Silver version is that you can actually be away from your phone and still make calls and receive calls. It's kind of a parallel ringing feature. So it kind of not really cloning your SIM, but something like that. So imagine somebody calls you on your phone and you're not near your phone, and say you're wearing your watch. A cellular watch also rings. So even though you're not near your iPhone, you can actually still take that call when you're like on the go, on the road. Say you're taking a run somewhere, or you're in a pool or something, you can still get that call, yeah. So which is impressive. So yes, so the Apple Watch Series 4 and above, including Series 5, can kind of take a one lead ECG with your finger. So you can take an ECG with the finger on the dial, right from wherever you are. I mean, you don't even have to go to a clinic or something. So the main story of the Apple Watch Series 5 is the new display technology they've incorporated on the kind of the watch face. So it's called LTPO, or low temperature polyoxide. So this is actually using the technology to give you that always on display, where you can, and also give you all day battery life, because keeping the display always on is going to be kind of taking a hit on the battery life otherwise. So this technology kind of clocks down the display's refresh rate and gives you kind of a minimal brightness, and gives you all the info needed, and keeps the display always on. And otherwise, you also have a new compass feature built in the device, which is going to help you in terms of elevation tracking. You can measure your height and direction for maps, apps, and even for workout and everything. And also you have tracking of some new health features, including like I think cycle tracking. You have noise tracking, and also other activities as well. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to be starting to use the iPhone 11 Pro and also the Apple Watch Series 5. So I'll make a video about my experience about this later. But that's it for this video. So do let me know in the comments if you have any questions about these devices we spoke about in this video, and do tweet me at VarunKrish as well. So thank you guys for watching, and the next video is not going to be about anything about tech. It's going to be about some of my other interesting areas, like aviation. So do subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already for the next video, so that you'll be notified. And thank you guys for watching. It was fun talking about these new gadgets, and see you guys in the next video.